Very neat, Tyche family. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you, where we dole out the fates using our cards and we figure out what we have going on and what the goddess Tyche is dealing us. All right, right now we do have 6 planets in retrograde, which is a crazy number, which means all kinds of shenanigans are probably up. So let's get to the table, let's shuffle the cards, and let's see what she has in store for you. All right, Taurus. This is for the week of September 19th, 2022. Week of September 19th, 2022. Taurus, my stubborn little earth signs. I love my Tauruses. Really, really do. I've pre-shuffled here, but we're going to shuffle a little bit more. Oh, ooh, slipping the cards today. So many planets in retrograde. You like how I use all the planets as an excuse for why I'm a crappy shuffler? Just let me have it, guys. Just let me have this one. All right. What do we got, Taurus? Okay. Chariot, Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed. All right. Something's coming at you fast, for sure. Something that you're not expecting. Something that really knocks you down a little bit, Taurus. And that's saying a lot. You guys are usually the bull. You're the one knocking things over. But not this time. Let's see what it is. Let's narrow it down. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing some sort of cycle from the past. I really am. This 6 of Cups here really makes me feel like there's some sort of connection from the past, whether this is an ex, they always come back around when we start thinking about them, right? Or if this is maybe a friendship. And so then we got the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Swords here. It really feels like you're tired. And what I'm seeing in the 8 of Swords, usually it's like feeling trapped. You're not really trapped, that sort of thing. I really think that you're staying in some sort of situation because you're tired. Because you're tired, right? Maybe if this is a relationship, like a long-term relationship, whether that's, common law relationship, you guys live together for a long time or you're married. I feel like you might have learned some stuff about your partner or your longtime friend. I'm going to take them because I thought, yeah. And you learned about these things that, and they're not good, right? They make you feel pretty shitty. But you're tired. And I feel like this is like a soul tired. It's not necessarily a physical tired. I think that you've been dealing with so much and struggling with so much and trying so hard to make something work that you're exhausted, right? You have the Ace of Cups reversed here. Really makes me feel like whatever this connection was that you have, it's soured, right? It used to be your Ace of Cups. It used to be something that was super exciting for you, right? Like, this is a person that you were so excited to see every time they came near you. You couldn't wait for their text or their call. You were so excited to start your friendship with them or to start your relationship with them or move in with them or marry them or wherever you are in that relationship. But now it feels the opposite, right? It doesn't make you feel good anymore. It makes you feel tired. It makes you feel unappreciated. It makes you feel trapped in some way. I really feel that. Especially with the 5 of Swords. I feel like you've contemplated leaving, right? You've contemplated picking up what you can and moving on. Like in a long-term relationship, this is maybe you guys have some sort of finances or pets or children or you moved across the country with them, or there's something that is making it complicated for you to just pick up what you can and go. That's why these swords on the 5 of Swords are on the ground here, because you'd have to sacrifice or leave something behind to leave this situation. It could be friendships. It could be having to move back in with parents, or roommates, or go back to your home state, leave your dog, whatever it is, and that's making you hesitate. It's making you not just hesitate, it's making you just stay where you're unhappy, Stay where you feel trapped. Stay where you feel unappreciated. And this could possibly, this tiredness could come from past relationships too, right? Like you've tried to make it work a couple of times. Maybe you've been divorced before or had bad relationships before this one. And you're just like, I don't want to start over again. I don't want to do this again, right? But one thing you need to remember, Taurus, so you don't have to start over again. If you leave the situation, you can take time just with yourself, with your friends, with your hobbies, the things that you like. And that hiatus of not worrying about romance or partnerships or relationships, it can be really incredibly healing, especially for earth signs like you. Because I really feel like Tauruses really strive in two places, and that's in long-term, committed, healthy, happy relationships, or independent, on their own, making shit happen, going home to their house that is theirs, to their pets and their success. And I think that's where Taurus thrives, right? So if you leave this long-term relationship that you feel trapped or unhappy in, you can be happy on your own if you don't want to start the rat race again, right? Yeah, so you have the 10 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and on the bottom of the deck, I have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. And sometimes I look at the bottom of the deck, sometimes I don't. It's really just dependent on, intuition or if it catches my eye. And it really matched what I felt when I saw this Ace of Pentacles here. I think it is a financial reason. I think it's logistics. But I really feel like you think that this relationship is dead, right? Not that you don't feel anything, because I still do believe that there's hurt there. But I think that hurt is just attached to the disappointment that you feel that this ended up this way. I really don't feel like, or there's a lot of love left. And if you do feel a lot of love left, I do feel like that will dwindle. And I think that it just hurts to admit that, right? It feels like a failure. But it's not. It's not. I think that this person that you were with really kind of love bombed you a little bit, really overwhelmed you with compliments and love and all of this. And then when they got you, quote unquote, when they got you in this long-term or committed relationship somehow, they stopped. They stopped romancing you. They stopped doing all the special things that they did before. I have the 4 of Coins here, the 4 of Pentacles. It makes me feel like maybe they're a little bit stingy. They're not very giving or magnanimous. Maybe they kind of hold on to their possessions tightly or their feelings very tightly. They don't let them go. They don't express them freely to you. And I have the Lovers here. I really feel like in this context, I know that it can mean choices, but here it's definitely taken literally for this reading. But it doesn't look like a happy card in this deck, really. You have a man and a woman. The woman, of course, looks coy. The man is kind of over her, protectively over her shoulder, but also grabbing onto her clothes as if he possesses her. And behind him is a tree that's completely on fire, right? As if he's pulling her into that destruction. And it's interesting because this card also has the snake from the Garden of Eden in it. And to me, this snake is not a negative thing, right? He's trying to bring her to knowledge of self and to knowledge of the situation. But she's being pulled over to this side of the forest, which is on fire. And he's got his grip on there very tightly, right? And she looks demure and sweet and shy, and he looks a little dominating. Just in this context, in this reading, that's really what I'm getting. Yeah, so then we have the Knight of Cups, and then the 2 of Cups reversed. I do feel like there are other options for you. I think that there are other people that would really love to have a chance to be with you or to ask you out or to come into this situation and try to tempt you by making you unfaithful in a way, by trying to get you to have an affair with them, something like that. But the Two of Cups reverse, you don't want that. That's not what you want, right? Or you're going to tell them no because you know that it's not really built on anything real. And again, like we said in the beginning, you're tired. You're not trying to start a whole new love affair, Taurus. I really don't think that. And again, on the bottom of the deck, another 8, an 8 of the 8 of Cups, her walking away. And she's got this little smirk on her face, right? Like finally I'm able to to get up and leave. And I think that's ultimately what you are going to do, Taurus. I just want to get a couple of cards on kind of the outcome here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles, and then over here we have Mrs. High Priestess, which I love for you. The Queen of Pentacles, I really think that with planning, which I think you will plan, because you guys are smart, my smart little earth signs, you are going to plan your departure. You are not the type that's going to get up and get in an argument and just grab a bag and leave your stuff. No, you are going to become cool, collective. And if you're not, this is advice for you, right? This is advice on what you should try to do. Get your affairs together in order. Get all of your stuff where you need it. Be the High Priestess. Look inside yourself and make the right decisions. I know it's emotional. Relationships are difficult, but I really think that you can do this with poise. Then you have the Knight of Swords and the 9 of Swords here. So to me, this is biding your time. You're not happy, right? You're not. You might feel a little depressed through this time, but you really need to keep your eye on the prize and stay this High Priestess and say, yes, it's taking a little bit of time and it feels like I'm living with a ghost or a shadow in this house, if you are living with them. If not, you're kind of just going with the flow while you get everything together. Just remember, when you feel like this Knight of Swords and you feel a little depressed, that you always have the Knight of Swords in your back pocket. You're going to be cutting yourself free. And then you have the Hangman reversed here. So that means it's not going to take forever, right? It might not even relatively take that long. It might take you a couple days. It might take you a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months. But if this is a really long-term relationship, a couple of months of planning to set yourself up to be stable on your own is nothing compared to maybe years that you've spent with this person, right? You're getting your shit together, Taurus. And I believe you absolutely can. If any sign can, you can, right? And you're stubborn and you didn't want to admit that this is not working out for you. But I think it's time. And I think you have it in you. And I know that you're tired, right? I know you feel out of breath at this point and you just kind of want to crawl up in bed like the Nine of Swords and just let it be. But you've got to pick yourself up. You have to be the Queen of Pentacles and that High Priestess. And you gotta get moving. All right. Thank you, Taurus. I really, I know this is a tough reading, but I like it for you because I feel like you're coming into your own, and it's about time. If this resonated, please let me know in the comments. If you'd like to get a little more granular and get some more details, you can always book a private reading with me below in the description box. You'll see that link. You also see my email there if you want to get in contact. Again, please always like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. All right, Tyche family, I promised you puppies, and I do not lie. These are the fosters that I have right now. 2 little puppies that were given away in a CVS parking lot by a man who said their mother has died. They are little orphans. There were 6 of them. I have 2 of them right now. As you can see, they're beautiful little red, blue, green-eyed puppies. Some sort of mix, we're not sure. Thinking some sort of pit mix with maybe Rottweiler and Rhodesian Ridgeback. It's going to be anybody's guess to how big they're going to get, but they are absolutely beautiful. This little sleepy guy with the white toes here, his name is Anubis. And the other little boy here with the darker muzzle, this is Bosco. All right, we are fostering them for a local rescue called Hope for Pits.
And if you are interested, please reach out to the email that I have in the description box below. I can give you more information about these cuties and when they will be available. Right now, I am bottle feeding these babies, so they literally are my babies, and I am their foster mom in every sense of the word. And I really want them to get wonderful, loving homes. I'll try to update as they get bigger and they continue to become more and more playful. But until then, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Happy rescuing.